Thursday night primetime. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And I think if you're handing out hardware through 2 weeks of the season, he might be your MVP. Already 7 touchdown passes in just 2 games. As we do know, though, in real life, they don't hand you out anything this early. A lot of games left to get through between now and the playoffs.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Allen.
The 36-yard line.
Looking on the out route, he finds Shakir. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
A 2-yard pickup brings up
Allen taking it himself. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
To the air, Allen. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. The numbers for him from a week ago, a boatload of catches. 79 yards and a touchdown.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Allen now looks to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now as they'll be backed up to start this first drive. And leading them out is their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Alabama.
And we're talking about a young man who's been the talk of the NFL here in September. Came in and looked right at home. His team's 2-0. He's playing well. What's the big thing for him now, though? Not to become complacent. I think the coaching staff has been working on exactly that.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 37 yards.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? What the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. A.J. Epinesa, the one credited for the sack.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Here's the former NFL rushing champ. It's Jonathan Taylor. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. On play action, they'll throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. To throw, it's Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 21-yard line.
Allen. quick slant to Shakir. They only get 5 out of that quick slant, but that's good enough for a first. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Now Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Motion man is Shakir. Now Allen. And to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Davis. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
A 3-yard pickup.
Throwing now is Allen. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's another Bills.
A 1st down carry for Davis. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8. Allen off the play fake. And his throw here is incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Allen going to run with it. And they'll get this down to the 10. From the 10, 1st and goal.
That's good for a Bills. 1st down.
They'll try and run forward with Davis. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
At the 10-yard line.
Another try for Davis. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? More the motion man. Allen now on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both of these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
So Miami coming out for their second drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
They'll set up a throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. Back to throw. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Taking it about the 16. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a first and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense fighting through and he's got space. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. That's taken in. It's Keon Coleman. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Bills first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Up the middle to Davis. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Second and 10.
On the play. Second and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Here's Allen to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Davis. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 17-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Bills first down. First and 10 at the 17.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
At the 14-yard line.
Allen going to throw. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And the Bills are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
7-yard gain. That's good for a Bills first down.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Throw left side to Kincaid. Second and goal from the 1.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and goal.
Davis is in. Touchdown, Bills. Finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Makes the score Bills 10.
So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Dolphins about set to go to work on offense.
At their own 20-yard line.
Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
Gregory Rousseau
In there to bury him for a loss of 11.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they'll have it just 5 yards away from pay dirt here, 1st and goal.
All the practice, all the training, all the meetings. In this situation, I know exactly what quarterbacks are taught. Take care of the football. That's job one, paramount. Because you cough it up here, you might be giving up 6 points real easy.
Tip of the cap to the defense, though, forcing the fumble.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. They can't ask for much more than this. They've got it 1st and goal from the 5.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Here's Allen following the fumble recovery.
The right side here caught by Kincaid.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Dalton Kincaid.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me at a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They'll look to throw. It's caught by OBJ. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. A tough spot here, 3rd and 15. They'll try the left side with Taylor.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's Jake Bailey now.
Formation for the Dolphins.
Let's take it inside his own 40. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
The Bills offense and their running back Ray Davis ready to take over once more. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now. Shakir holds it in. And he'll be down at the 46. Well, they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. To the air, Allen. Coleman has it here right side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Allen now looks to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Coleman. Now a 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd.
On play action, Allen. It's caught by Coleman. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On now to punt, Brad Robbins. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's going to be caught by Waddle. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. That's caught. Beckham. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And the Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Fielded at about the 28. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bills offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a 17-0 lead in tow, they might not be too eager to press the issue here. Allen going to run with it. And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go. He broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you know, you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose it down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go or throw it to a target and get that pass away.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night prime time, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Working to put a drive together. He'll start with a give to Taylor.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 36-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet, make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Dolphins, first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
2nd and long. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. It's a no-one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
It's now 3rd down and 16.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They begin with a run by Davis. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's Allen. Over the middle, complete. That's Coleman. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Allen now on the sneak. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 2. And the Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now this time Allen will throw. And now look at this. Big gain by fumble. So now 1st and 10 as they crossed into Miami territory at the 27. To throw, it's Allen. Has his man, it's Shakir. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The end result, 21 yards.
First down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Throwing now is Allen. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Elijah Moore from 6 yards away. And the Bills are able to extend their lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 24. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Dolphins offense returning to the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here's 2nd and 8. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Gregory Rousseau, his 2nd sack of the night. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We've still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll come on and kick for a 6th time tonight. That's taken on the 25. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Now Allen. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 23. It's still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Looking to put a drive together. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up
Moore, the man in motion.
At the 18-yard line.
Allen. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The offense on third down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. Now Allen. This to the tight end, Kincaid. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3, 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on third down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stopped him short.
The kick by Bass is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 2nd and 3. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. That one a first down pickup of 8.
The Dolphins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll set up a throw. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. 3rd and 2.
Darren Waller. A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll set up to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give to Taylor.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
It's a loss of 5.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
The Bills' 6-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Miami.
Mecole Hardman.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Dolphins are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point.
It's up and good, and it makes it 27-7 now.
The score, Bills 27.
So that drive in total 8 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Shakir hauls it in.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
And the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop them on 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
Allen now looks to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I've kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Bills are going to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics would tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
2nd and 7.
Here's Davis. He'll try and run some clock. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Now 3rd and 5.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39.
A gain of 2.
Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. On play action, Allen. Wide open receiver complete.
And he will have a Bills first down, and that should be that.
And the Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for the Bills, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
is in the air and not a moment too soon. I'm Scott Hansen, and this is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 3. Some big games to get to. We start in Buffalo. The Bills at home to take on the Miami Dolphins. And it's last year's most valuable player, Josh Allen. He gets this one complete, 6-yard touchdown pass. The Bills have now won 2 in a row after losing the opener. They get the victory here. From there, let's go up to the Pacific Northwest, Seattle. Let's look in on the Seahawks. They're playing host to the New Orleans Saints. And it's the veteran, Cooper Kupp. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. Lastly, we head out to SoFi Stadium. It's the Chargers hosting the Denver Broncos. And it's the new signee from Pittsburgh, Najee Harris. He's going to find an opening down the field and pull this one in. A 43-yard touchdown. The Chargers are off to a 3-0 start as they get the victory. So that'll put a bow on this one. For all the hardworking men and women here in Orlando, Scott Hansen saying goodnight. We'll see you next week right here on EA Sports.